the latest classes like calendar, local date and time also. I'm just starting with the date class, okay? Java 8.1 also we will use. If it is less than 12, good morning. Less than 16, good afternoon. 20, good evening. Otherwise, good night. Okay, but see, in your mind, if you think which message generate is the target class, date is the dependent class, okay, Spring container should take these two classes as Spring Bean. That's not enough. We should tell to IOC container, okay, do like this. For that purpose, we develop Spring application in four models, guys. First model is XML driven model. Our major concentration is Spring Boot only. Okay, until I launch Spring Boot, I am going to teach these four models. Okay, we enter into Spring Boot, we study XML container. We started using Spring Boot for new projects. Come on. And all companies started migrating their existing projects to Spring Boot. So Spring will be there. Spring is not died. But okay, Spring Boot. Okay, everything of Spring is now going to happen in Spring Boot mode of programming. And it's something like this. We learn servlet through XML configuration. But later, industries moved to annotation based configuration. Okay, using XML configurations, annotation configuration, 100% but now all these are slowly fading. Some of them have faded out, slowly fading out, and entire industry is moving to Spring Boot. And Spring Boot is also Spring. So, as I said earlier, and I'm telling to one more time, okay, instead of learning two courses by spending 3-4 months for each course, I designed course in such a fashion where Spring will be covered, Spring Boot will be covered, microservice will be covered. Whatever concepts you are learning in Spring, all the concepts you will learn in Spring Boot also, but in a Spring Boot mode of programming. Spring Boot mode of programming. Concept remains same, only Spring Boot mode of programming. Understanding my point? Yes. Yes. Right, guys. Now listen carefully. App. So if you want to configure any Java class as Spring Bean, we have to use bean tag. In XML approach, it should be bean tag. Every bean class is identified with its bean ID. See, bean class is this, ID is this. This ID becomes object name, nothing but reference variable name when IOC container creates object for the bean class. Okay, now listen. I configured one class. I also configured wish message generator class. Check it out. ID class. But listen carefully. I want to ask IOC container. Anyhow, you are creating data class object, wish message generator class object. Do me one more flavor. Okay, do setter injection to inject data class object to. Come on, to inject data class object to. What is this? Wish message generator class object. What is Spring Bean? Spring Bean is a Java class whose object is created by IOC container. It can be any class whose object is created and managed by IOC container. Come on. Okay. Right, guys. Now listen carefully, guys. Okay, how to tell to container, take this one as a Spring Bean, you take this one as a Spring Bean. Bean tags are there. Similarly, how to tell to container on so and so property you have to perform injection by using so and so dependent class object. Are you understanding my point? Are you getting my point? So we have to use property tag. What tag, guys? What tag, guys? Property tag. property tag. Hey, property tag on date property, you perform set injection by to inject DT bean ID based. What bean ID based? DT bean ID based date class object to current bean class object. What is that? Wish message generator object. Nothing is there, guys. By seeing this property tag on wish message generator class, set date method is called. Set date method is called having DT bean ID based date class object. So that date class object will be injected to wish message generator object. Okay, guys. Now listen. What is this beans tag, sir? Are very simple, guys. In XML, everything should start with the root tag. Everything should end with one root tag. And the root tag in Spring Bean configuration file is beans tag. Okay, beans is a tag where multiple beans will be declared. Like web app tag in web.xml is a fixed tag, says attributes also fixed. Okay, guys. Now listen. But if you develop the XML file, that is not enough. You should give this XML file to what? Spring container. Nothing but IOC container. Okay, IOC container in Spring is lightweight. You just create object for one class, container is ready. Come on, that much lightweight. So there are two types of container. One is bean factory, one is application context. For few days we'll work with bean factory, but maximum we concentrate on application context only. Very few days we'll work only to answer that question in the interview room. What is the difference between bean factory container and application context container? Only to give some points with respect to that question. Very few days, in 1-2 applications, I'm going to use what? Bean factory container. But our 99% times we'll be using application context container only. I know the people who already have bit Spring knowledge, they might be thinking, Sari is using XML configuration, bean factory container. In companies, everything happens what? Using application context container, using annotation, Spring Boot. And I am preparing bridge to get into new things. Why? Because I'm covering Spring basics means you should be in a position to answer what? Spring fundamentals related questions. What is setter injection? What is constructor injection? What is difference between setter injection, constructor injection? What is difference between okay bean factory container and application context container? Come on, I don't want to give those answers theoretically. So anyhow we are developing application. Few days we will develop by using bean factory container, so that when I launch application context container, for me and for you it becomes easy to understand the differences. Got the point or not? And without asking question on what is difference between bean factory container and application context container, your interview will not be completed. Damn sure question. The moment he observes Spring Boot in the resume, Spring Boot in the resume, first question he strikes to his mind is what is the difference between Spring and Spring Boot? Okay. Next one is what? Okay, what is the difference between bean factory container and application context container? Okay, guys. Okay, now listen carefully. This is a client application or user application class with main method. I have used file system resource, one special class, guys. This internally uses java.io.file to locate and hold given Spring Bean configuration file. Next, guys, okay, if you want to create a bean factory container, there are so many classes implementing interface. Okay, you just create object for any implementation class. Bean factory container is ready. Okay, that much lightweight it is. That much lightweight. Size-wise lightweight. The way you start it lightweight. Everything is lightweight. And basically Spring is lightweight. So its containers are lightweight. Think about servlet container. One server, when you start the server, internally servlet container starts. start application server is AB container starts, right? Are you getting that feeling when you think about IOC container? One class create object anywhere, container is ready. You are creating object in the main method, container is ready in standalone application. You create same object inside servlet component, container is ready in web application. Hey, come on. So don't you get, are you not getting the feeling it is lightweight? Memory consumption wise, lightweight. Okay. Okay. CPU time utilization wise, lightweight. Okay. The reality of creating is also lightweight process. See this. Bean factory container. There are multiple classes implementing bean factory interface. Take one class, create object. Container is ready. Yes, boss. Right? Okay. Yes. Listen carefully. The people who are learning this course base, this course as the first framework, you are going to enjoy like anything. I'm going to save your 5 to 6,000 rupees money from Naresh IT point of view, and 4 5 months time from my teaching perspective, because two courses together you are going to learn as a single course. Yes, listen, the people who already joined in this course by having Spring knowledge, you are also going to be benefited, but open your brain. I already know why I'm wasting my time, why I'm getting up early in the morning. Okay, please keep that one aside. Okay, maybe fundamentals, it looks like you already know kind of thing. But in this Spring Basics also, I'm going to teach total 5 modes of injections. So most of the people are not aware of it. Okay, the way I brought what is need of Spring Boot is going to be awesome. Is going to be awesome. Understanding my statement? Okay, that's why welcome it. Welcome it. What you know is just a syntaxes, one two definition. But the way I'm going to launch Spring Boot gives 100% clarity. Come on. Why Spring Boot came into the market before what was there. And in that process, we will be keeping ourselves ready to answer all Spring fundamentals related questions. Right. Okay. So once the Spring Boot starts, okay, it is going to be different dunya and different level of application development. Okay, I don't compromise in the quality, but right now one small friction is coming in learning process. There are majority students who don't know Spring. There are little students who know Spring, right? Okay. Without having Spring knowledge, you can come for Spring Boot. But for that reason only, hmm, for that reason only, first I am teaching Spring Basics. Based on that, I am going to learn Spring Boot. Right. Yes, don't feel bad. Every day I'm trying to tell 1 2 minutes on this. Okay, but you have to do Servlet JSP parallelly, boss, before I launch Spring MVC. Right. Because before I launch Spring MVC, make sure that you are going to have Servlet JSP knowledge, at least Servlet knowledge. Okay, guys, listen. Here IOC container is created by giving application context.xml as a input file. Application context.xml as a input file. So that means container is having XML file, right, boss? Okay. Yes. Two application or one application, I will not use Maven Gradle. We will try to use it as a Eclipse project, direct project. Okay, right. Create Java project ID. Create Java project in Eclipse ID. See guys, file new project guys. Here is my Java project guys. Say next. Oh, I think it keeps slow now. We are slow now. Okay. Yeah, since all basic projects are IOC projects. Okay. Because we are learning this all these things as Spring fundamentals. Okay. So to understand about Spring containers are also called what IOC containers. So I just give title like this: IOC pros one setter injection. IOC pros one setter injection. Say next. Say next. Say finish. That's it, like any other project creation. Yeah, since you have chosen latest one, it says don't create, that's it. See pros one. What's the process? File, new project, Java project, name, IOC pros1, set reject. Set rejection. Next, dot, dot, dot. I think you are intelligent enough what to do. Okay. Fine, boss. This is the basic structure you will get, guys. What happened? Why JRE folder has not come? What happened to my project, guys? I supposed to get one or other JRE folder, na? Yes, I have to select it. Let me select it. Okay, so it is not appearing, don't worry. It is there in the project. It is happily bound with Java 14. Why it is bound with Java 14, guys? Why it is bound with Java 14? Because in my system, Java 14 is the active version. So when I launch Eclipse, automatically Eclipse picks up Java 14. Okay. So if Java 15 is there, okay, and it is active version in your system, it will automatically pick up Java 15. Clear, guys? Right. Shall we get into the discussions now? Right. Next one. Step number 4. Add the following jar files to the build path of Eclipse project. To the build path of Eclipse project. Okay, boss. Yeah, see, in which version you want to see active, that version related Java should be installed in your system, and that should be added to my computer class path environment variable. When you launch Eclipse, that will be picked up automatically. Clear, boss? Right. Fine. Add following jar files to the build path of the Eclipse project, guys. Right click, build path, configure build path, libraries tab. What tab, guys? Libraries tab. There is a class path option you have to choose, guys. Okay, add external jars. Other day we have done Spring extraction to which folder? G drive. Spring zip file extraction we have done to this folder 5.3.5 libs. There you select the list of jar files what I am going to give. Yeah, if you use Maven Gradle, all these are not required, guys. All these are not required, but first project, second project also I am not going to develop using Maven Gradle. Third project onwards we'll start using it. Spring AOP, Spring Aspects, Spring Beans, Spring Context, Spring Context Support. Make sure that you are selecting the first jar of that category. First jar, first jar, first jar, first jar. Spring Context Support, Spring Core, Spring Expression. Here 3, here 4, 7 jar files. How many jars, guys? One minute. Last one, Java doc has come up. 1 minute. Then I have to remove this, guys. Last one. No, don't import all the jars unnecessarily. Try to import only necessary jars. They have given individual jars means what? Use what is required. Don't use unnecessary one. That's the intention of that one now, boss. Okay. No, sir, I will add all the jars. What's your problem? Yeah, but you're killing the modularity given by them. Apply close. Yes, boss. These are the jars. These are the jars. Yes. What is the process, guys? Right click on the project. Build path. Please stop doing parallel practicals. Stop doing that work. Kulege, please practice. Please focus today. Build path. Libraries tab. Class path. External jars. Add external jars. Okay. Select the following jar files from Spring Home slash libs folder. Spring Home slash libs folder. Yes, guys. libs folder. Yeah, one more dependent jar is required, guys. That is common-login.jar. Array, all these classes contains main or dependent classes that are required to create IOC container, to run IOC container, to perform various activities of IOC container. So that's the reason we are adding these jar files. But these jar files are also going to use content of some other jar file, that is common-login.jar. That jar file you have to collect from internet. That jar file, that particular single jar file you have to collect from internet, guys. Okay, guys. Now let's see, guys. Okay. See, I have added one to extra jar file. That's not a big issue, boss. But these are the basic jar file that I have added. Come on. Because I have chosen these jar files. Listen, I have chosen these jar file by keeping future one to other requirements in mind. AOP can be optional, aspects can be optional, boss. Okay. But wantedly I have just added one to extra jar file so that in future also problems will not be there. Right. Now just go for one more thing, guys. What is that? Yes. Common-logging.jar, guys. One jar is there. Common-logging. Common-logging. So it's an easy one, guys. mvnrepository.com. There is a jar option. Are you listening this, guys? Jar option. Click on it. Keep in your computer. Copy this, boss. Paste it. From there you can collect it. Here, what is this? Commons-logging 1.2.jar. Yes. Download from internet. When you Spring container is started, some log messages will be generated. Some log messages. To get those log messages, this commons-login.jar is required. Commons-login. Okay, it is a dependent to Spring jar files. It is internally used by Spring jars. Yes, boss. Internally used by the above Spring jars. Nice, boss. Step number 5. Log messages, guys. When container is doing something, it will try to tell, I have done this, I have done this kind of. Okay, log messages. What is happening in the container? What tasks are done by container? That kind of messages. When you start Tomcat server, log messages will come. Na? Similarly, when you use IOC containers, it will generate some log messages. To generate those log messages, it needs some APIs, and that API is available in what? Commons logging version. Clear, guys? Okay. So step number 5. Develop the application. Develop the application. Yes. First, create the packages, my dear. New package. com.nt.beans. New package. com.nt.cfcs. Okay. Client application I'm calling as a testing application. com.ent.test. Hey, not compulsory com.nt should be there. Anything also you can take. Okay, you can take in dot, okay, in dot company name dot purpose, or project name dot module name dot purpose. Anything you can take. Okay, fine. But if you take more 3 words, it looks quite meaningful. Anything you take, but try to have a self description. That's one. New class. So beans I have taken to keep Java Spring Beans, guys. New class. Okay. Tell me here, what is that? Wish message generator. Wish message generator. I think today's system is a bit slow, guys. No problem. Wish message generator. What's happening? Implicit super constructor must be defined explicitly. Oh, those JRE libraries have not come, guys, while creating project. 1 minute. No, for you it won't happen. In my system something happened. You don't worry about it. Okay. Add library. JRE system library. JRE system library. Oh, it is not at all linked. What happened? What happened? Yeah. You don't worry. You won't get this problem. You won't get this problem. Okay. In my system, some disturbance. Okay. You need not to do this work at all. Program files, Java, JDK14, finish, apply, close, finish, apply, and close. Fine, that's all. Right. Why 2 times, guys? 1 is enough now. Yeah, Let it be not a problem. Not a problem. Fine, boss. Window preferences. I just want to increase font, guys. Nothing problem. Appearance, colors, and fonts. Basic text font, guys. Edit. I just want to increase the font, nothing else. 14 is okay. Calibri we will use. Apply. Okay. Fine, boss. Yeah. No, it is my wish message generator.java, boss. Private date. Private date. Control plus shift plus O to import the package, guys. What is that? Control plus shift plus O to import the package. Next, we have shortcut to get the setter method also. Alt plus shift plus S and R. Alt plus shift plus S and R. Here there is option of select setters. Only setter method will come, not the getter method. Only setter method will come. Okay, where is this, guys? Alt plus shift plus, okay, S comma R to get. Alt plus shift plus S, select setters. Okay, to get setter method. Setter method. Okay, guys. Done, guys. Now I have to develop the business method. It's alt. It's not control. Develop the business method. Yes, let's develop the business method, guys. Public string. Okay. Generate wish message. String user. Okay. String user. Understanding my statement, boss? String user. Now listen carefully, boss. Yes. Get current hour of the day. Current hour of the day. Int hour is equal to date dot get hour. Yeah, listen, most of the methods in date class are deprecated by keeping calendar and what local date time kind of classes. So when you get strike through effect, don't take tension. Anyhow, in future examples, we are going to use other one. Date dot get hour. Strike through effect means deprecated one. Yes, don't worry. In coming classes, we'll use what? Calendar class, local date time, and all these things. So you will get in 24 hours format, guys. I'm just keeping this example very simple to make everyone to understand it. Yes. Now tell me, yes, if hour less than 12, return good morning plus user. Else if hour less than 16, return good afternoon plus user. Else if hour less than 20, return, tell me, Good evening plus user. Else if else okay. Else return good night plus user. That's fine, guys. Hmm. So with this, we are ready with the target class. And dependent class is what? Date class. Is it ready-made class or not? Come on. What do you say, guys? It's a definitely ready-made class. Understanding my statement, boss? Right. Okay, now I have to develop Spring Bean configuration file, guys. New others, come on, guys. New others, XML you choose. XML you choose. XML file, guys. Hmm. Application, any name you can take. Recommended name is application context.xml. Say next from XML template, next to finish. This is the basic code, guys. You develop this one, but before developing, listen, Spring people have given some tags, guys, and you have to use only those tags while developing this Spring Bean configuration file. All these tags, those tags related rules, okay, they have given these rules, tags and tags related rules in the form of XSD file, XML schema definition file. Come on. You have to write that, you have to import those schema definition rules and guidelines at the top of the XML document to tell that this document I am developing against so and so XSD rules. Something like if you want to use a class of util package, you're importing the package now to tell that date class belongs to util package. Similarly, you want to tell to XML parsers or IOC container, I developed this XML file against based on against so and so rules. Based on so and so rules. Please recognize.
Sure, 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 Indu. Hmm.